What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my custom life. Tonight I'm going to do another review over a piece of gear that I've gotten here recently that I've used quite a bit and I've really become fond of. And it is the Leatherman Squirt PS4. I think it's right. Oh, there we go. Get it right so you can read it. Anyway, I've had this for, say about a month or two, something like that. I've been using it quite a bit. I've really come to enjoy it, especially for being the size that it is, having that ability to carry something real small for an extra pair of pliers or an extra knife, small pair of scissors, whatever. I carry it in a little pocket organizer, which I have a video out. It's actually it's my wallet plus a pocket organizer, and I carry this in it, it fits perfectly. And it's nice to have a little bit extra, just like a small multi-tool outside of a regular pocket knife. And so let's go through the tools on it, talk a little bit about it. So right here you have a pretty good size file for this size multi-tool. On one side it is I'm assuming like a second cut file or finishing file. On the back side is a cross-cut file, and you do have filing right there on the spine of it to have a little more delicate filing, which is pretty cool. On the other side you have your knife, main blade, and this is a chisel ground knife, meaning ground to one side versus having a centered bevel, which that could potentially make knives even sharper, but nonetheless, thought that was kind of interesting. But it seems to work pretty well. It's real sharp. It's plenty long enough for most things that I do. Over here you got your little pair of scissors. I like the way these are. For one, they got real good action. They're very sharp, and they can actually open up pretty wide. I mean, you don't really need your scissors to open up extremely wide, but you're not restricted to a specific, I don't know, space or whatever you want to call it. You're not restricted to how wide you can open them. And then on here you got your little 2D bit driver set with the bottle opener right there, flat head. And over here you have your little 2D Phillips head. Sorry. Open them up. You got the main pliers. You got the needle nose pliers, regular pliers, and your wire cutters in the middle. And these are spring assisted, or not spring assisted, sorry, they're spring loaded. And that makes it a lot easier to use for multiple different things, especially one-handed use. And I like how, even though it is a pretty small size, this is a very utilitarian tool in that it's very versatile in what you can use it for. Obviously, cranking down on nuts and bolts with extreme pressure is not what this is designed for, so you will probably run into mechanical failures at that point. But having an extra pair of basically tweezers on steroids is nice. Having that little extra security of, in case you need something to have a little bit extra grip that might hurt your fingers to do by yourself, is awesome. I actually have a video out, I believe, on my channel of the Gerber Dime. That was one of the first micro keychain multi-tools I got quite a while back. I was looking at it between it and this particular multi-tool. I went with the Dime originally. For one, I liked the way it looked. There was a couple things on it that I liked that this didn't have, like the package opener was pretty cool. That did come in handy. I didn't use it as much as I thought I might. The external bottle opener that could double as a keychain was pretty cool. And for one, it was about half the price of this. And so at the time, that was just more convenient. But I did notice that it wasn't too long after I got that multi-tool that right here, where the tool is pinned together, loosened up. And it wasn't a big deal because I went out to my garage and I got a center punch and just punched the metal so it spread it out a little bit, and it ended up tightened up just fine. But having to do that not too long after I bought it, like it wasn't like, a year later or 2 years later, it was within a month and a half or two. Yeah, says that right. And I never used it for extreme heavy use because I knew, like I said, it wasn't designed for that. But having this, now I've completely decommissioned the Gerber. And there was one thing that I can't remember what I was using it for, but I was using the, obviously I was using it for a screw or something of the sort. I was using the 2D Phillips head and I don't know if it's a spring. Let me take this one out. I don't know if it's a spring or whatever. The lock system failed and it actually broke backwards. And so it never had that slip joint type tension anymore. The spring on the backside actually broke. So anytime I carried it, if it was loose, like on a keychain, that little tool would flop open. Never really became a problem, but just having that mechanical failure on using the tool for what it was designed for was kind of irritating. But I do like this one. It's a lot thinner. The profile is a little bit smaller. I think it's a little bit taller than the Gerber dime, but the overall construction, for me, being the USA made type deal, and the fit and finish, the feel of it, I like it a lot better, even though I haven't had it as long and I haven't used it as much over the period of time I've had it compared to when I had the Gerber dime. I think it's going to be a really good addition to mine and really anyone's EDC. If you haven't had a chance to pick one of these up, I very highly recommend you do so. They come in a huge array of colors, and they have the Squirt PS4, and then there's the Stylus Pro, I think is what it is, which is basically almost the same thing, except it's a pair of scissors instead of a pair of pliers. But they have different kinds. If you've ever looked at Leatherman tools, they got the Micro, which is like a mini pair of scissors, the Stylus Pro, the Skeletal, the PS. They are definitely not short at all when it comes to the multi-tool game. They own it. So I very highly, here we go, recommend you picking one of these up if you haven't had a chance to do so, or maybe you've been thinking about it, or maybe like me at the beginning, you've looked at this one versus another multi-tool of this size. I would definitely recommend, if you have the budget for it, go for one of these. You're going to get that USA made kind of quality, as well as just being, to me, in my personal opinion, better well put together. And I can't say anything bad about it. There really isn't anything that I've found using it so far these past couple months that I don't like about it. It fits into my organizer perfectly. It's real small, takes up very little space. It's super light. It actually comes with a regular key ring, so you can put it on a keychain. It doesn't make your keys super heavy. So it's extremely versatile as far as how you can carry it. So I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Once again, Leatherman Squirt PS4. I would recommend it for anybody's EDC. Hope everybody once again enjoyed the video. Let me know if there's anything I can do to make these videos a little bit better, the viewing process a little bit better, lighting, audio, anything. I'm happy to accommodate for anything. So hope everybody has a great night. As always, we love y'all. Bye.